Chrono Trigger. That's always fun. I like Chrono Trigger. But, as you've probably seen from the title, not just Chrono Trigger. This is another in the long line, or the now long line of randomizers that give you a sort of Final Fantasy IV free enterprise experience. There's one for 5, which is Career Day. I want to say there's one for 6. And now there's this one, Wings of Time. And this one particularly piqued my interest, because, like, how's this going to work? It's interesting. Oh, it doesn't have a demo? Interesting. I didn't even pay attention last time. Okay. Oh, wait. I botched that. I guess I shouldn't have, well, whatever. That's fine. You got to see what characters are there. But, I did a little bit of a test run of this before, just to see what it was like, and I kind of have an idea of what's going on. So, let's get going with this. If I press the right button. Okay, active, I always do active. And, wait, we're naming Frog and not Chrono. Isn't that interesting? Because in this game, the characters you get are random. You know, what do you expect? And Robo. Now, normally you would name Luca very early on also. And, well, Robo's taking her place for now. So, we'll have Robo. Not a bad starting party. At all. It could be Marl and somebody else. Actually, early on, Marl's fine. It's just later she sucks. No AoE heal unless it's a dual tech, which is crap. Her attack magic sucks. Her attack power sucks. Not that Lucas is great, but at least she can wonder shot for like 4,000 damage. And sometimes she'll do 40 damage, but more often than not, it's pretty normal. You know. When you go from like 400 damage to either 40 or 4,000 at times, like, you know, that's a risk I'm willing to take. Everybody loves Luca. So this is how this starts. The whole point of this one is like, oh no, Chrono's mom is the one that went into the portal, and now she's fucking lost. Time for everybody to peace out. What are we gonna do now? You actually gonna do it? What a fine lad. That's not where the portal is, you silly goose. Oh, but wait! You start off with the Epoch with wings. Now, we can't go anywhere we want. Like, every time period is locked off for now, but we can go back to the present, and we can stay here. Although you can't really go back to it, but whatever. It's fine. Now, technically, we could go to, you know, in here. We'll die, but we could. We could go visit Frog's house. We'll get killed by stuff along the way, but we technically could. It's just like free enterprise. You go where you think you can handle stuff, and then you go from there. So, to start off, let's get some stuff in here. Now, in this, everybody starts off at level 1. Now, they might have good gear. Like, at this point, Robo has excellent gear. At least excellent armor, but even his weapon is fine. Oh, yeah, and techs. Yeah, none of them start off with their techs. Not even our first party member, which you've already seen who it is, but if you weren't paying attention... I mean, the first person to join us after all this. But, if you weren't paying attention, then hey... We'll get our first party member very soon. And my internet's crap. Sorry, I just realized I didn't pull up my stream chat. You get a lot more experience and tech points in this. Like, we're already level 4. Incredible. I forget what I even picked up here. Ether, that's not too out of the ordinary. It's kind of valuable, but... And a tonic, which is very much in line with what we're normally get. Wait, is there only one encounter? There should be more than that. Maybe not in this version. Or in this randomizer. It's been a few weeks since I did my test run. Or demo run, whatever you want to call it. Now, like most randomizers, the shop is also randomized. I don't think there's anything I can afford here. Other than mid-tonic, which is nice that you can get those already. And we could maybe buy an iron suit if we really wanted to, but... Now we're a high enough level that where we can survive. I need tonics. Is there a market here, or do I have to go down? Owner's house, Margaret. I want you to find the mythical rainbow shell. Here's some front money. We're counting on you, Toma. Hey, no problem, because I'm the mythical explorer. Good match, eh, Chief? Yeah, Chief. I'll be waiting for good news. That's all. I'll grab a bite before I go. I love this game so much. It's so good. There's nothing you can do in this. I'm thinking of the... Am I thinking of... Which house am I thinking of? Is it this one? Oh, that's right. I'm going to need the bromide. Right, what's in the market? Get that mouse off the screen. Howdy, neighbor. What can I do you for? We can buy rage bands. That's nice. It's like really nice, actually. A magic seal. That's pretty good. I have to remember this shop. I might just have to buy a couple mid-tonics and just say screw it. Pour in the market. Heals. Revive. Stone. Can't afford nothing. I really, really need tonics. Trying to think of what all I can do in the beginning. Oh yeah, I could go to the market over here. I could just buy a couple mid-tonics. Actually, I probably should just go ahead and do that. Coruscant, Cafe... Shelter. Yeah, we can get a shelter in the forest. Yeah, we'll just have to buy some mid-tonics. Screw it. We'll use our one tonic on Frog, go do the Naga battle, and then get our third party member. Spooky Castle. And you can't get to Lavos via the normal means. I believe you have to... See, there's a couple ways you can do it. You can do it through the Black Omen still, I think. And you can do it through Magus's Castle. I think. Like, you can't take the bucket, you can't crash the Epoch. Go there to pick up the hairpin. We have none of our techs, so this is going to take a little bit. I could go to the force and grind up it just a tiny bit more, but I want to wait till we get our third person here to go get the stuff in there. Besides, there's no match for us right now, even without using fire magic to weaken them. Oh yeah, I could fast forward, couldn't I? Okay. I wonder how many people that annoys. Probably quite a few. 2 more level ups for the boys. Rocket Punch. Ah. Oh, hi there. Hey, Crooks. Hello, Sir Magus. So yeah, now this is super. This is like the equivalent of getting like Fusoya or Edge early on in Free Enterprise. Probably more like getting Edge because, like, he has no magic to start off with, and he's gonna be a while before he gets some. But, despite his low level, he's got incredible attack and defense. It's just the gear he starts off with. So, with that in mind, oi, Magus! Yeah, whatever. He's fine. Now, one thing I found out the hard way. Don't go to Xenon Bridge and talk to the captain. Because you know the whole thing of, hey, you know, we're hungry, get us some food or whatever. Or are they going to bring us some food? If you do that, don't go talk to the chef. Because you'll get the jerky in the tab like normal. Or actually, you don't necessarily get the jerky. You'll get a key item for doing it. But it immediately takes you to the bridge and start fighting. You don't get a chance to, like, leave. Time to do some fights. Easy peasy. I thought the power tower was down to the right. Maybe it's present day. Now, I don't know if stats are randomized. I don't think they are in this. Getting my free shelter. Oh, wait, no. Wrong bush for the shelter. It's the one to the left. This is one way to get tonics. Gimme. So that always still drops a shelter. That hasn't changed. Okay, there shouldn't be anything over here. There's like... Yeah, there's still that. Now, I don't know if the sealed chest contents are different in this particular randomizer. They weren't in... At least I don't think they were in... the randomizer we played as a group. Oh, it's you, Magus. Go on ahead. Okay, we don't want to go down there. Just in case I don't want to trigger anything. We're looking for treasure. Is there any down here? No, I guess not. See, it's funny. There's the captain right there, but he's also at the bridge. That one's probably okay to talk to, but I'm not taking that risk. You know, I should have just come here after... I forget if Magus leaves if you do this event. I mean, like, you know how Frog normally leaves. Like, I played long enough to do that, but I don't remember if he left. I think he did. And you'll get another party member where Marla is supposed to or Marley, whatever her name is, where she's supposed to rematerialize. Now, I know who that is already, but, yeah. Do we want to go through do we want to trade that character? I mean, we're going to have to eventually, I think. So there's probably no Chrono death in this. It's probably just your ticket to the end game. If you go through, yeah, Ocean Palace is probably a path there, now that I think about it. Iron Sword. It's an improvement. Okay, you can't actually go... Okay. I didn't actually try going up here last time. So I figured we'll play this first bit for like, hour more tops, and then I'll probably come back to it a little later. Just so I gotta go pick up my brother. Oi. Yeah, having Magus is a bit OP. So I think we have Slurp now. Should, right? Yeah. We're going to hit the end. I don't know why I bothered healing. Get another free shelter. Come on out and fight. That's one of the things people can do when it comes to randomizers. Making cool shit like this. Slurp cut, there we go. Yeah, first time playing this randomizer, yeah. As for Chrono Trigger itself, I've been playing it since when it first came out back in '95. So I kind of have a gist on how it works, but some of... I'm trying to remember where some of the key items are is a little difficult. Like, I know there's one you can get for before you go to Xenon Bridge. Beyond that, not sure. There's a couple places I can think of. Yeah. See, if you're familiar with Chrono Trigger, you know that obviously, like, this early in the game, you shouldn't have Frog, Robo, and Magus, right? The way this game started, because I assume you weren't here for the very beginning, it starts you off with two characters, and this, in my case, it started me off with Frog and Robo. And it just gives you the epoch immediately. Like, I think I left it over there. Yeah, it's right over there in front of the cathedral. And it's like, okay, the world's open to you. Go do stuff. I've seen Chrono Trigger 2 Fantasy Equal Crimson Echoes. I've seen Crimson Echoes. I haven't actually played it yet. Like, it's something I want to get around to eventually. But for now, I'm just kind of, you know... Like, I've been kind of out of the streaming game for a little bit. So I'm just kind of trying to break myself back in with something I thought looked fun. So I absolutely love Chrono Trigger. One of my favorite games of all time. And with that, let's go to the cathedral. As much as I don't want to cough up Magus... Oh, I should probably save. Even though I'll be fine. As much as I don't want to cough up Magus, you know. We need to get XP. We need some loot. Oh, wait. Okay. See, everything in here is going to be way too easy. That's kind of the problem with a randomizer, since like all the item drops are also randomized too, for the most part. Some things still remain the same, like that free shelter that you can get back in the forest. And another randomizer I was playing, the contents of the sealed chests are still the same. But I mean, you can find stuff like you can find the rainbow katana, like in the first chest. Theoretically, you could find it. Like it's possible. So it does, and there's a tab in helm already. That'd be nice once we find Luca wherever she is. Like these randomizers are mostly just for fun, not really for a serious challenge. People usually do them to race or whatever. And the goal of the race is trying to see, you know, just how soon you can beat the game without leveling up too much or whatever, you know. You know, try to do it as fast as possible, so you try and push all your strats to the limit, I guess. Memory cap, heal, tonic. Give you a memory cap. And now we have bromide, so we can go get our tab after this. I've gotten almost every ending. Not that I couldn't get some of the others, I just haven't taken the time to actually do it, but I've pretty much seen every ending. Just about. If I haven't gotten it myself, I've seen it elsewhere. Like, the weirdest one I ever did was, it's one that has an extremely limited time window. It's the one where, not the Ocean Palace, you're in Zeal's Palace, whatever. It's, like, at that point where you can charge up the pendant so you can actually use it for stuff. You charge it, and then you go to Lavos to the bucket of time, or the bucket at the end of the time, and then you get this weird ending where Luca and Marl are talking about the all the guys in the game. It's really weird. It's an ending where Chrono talks. It's bizarre. Yeah, we got a Gloom Helm. Nobody else can use it. I'd rather give it to somebody else, but nobody else can use it. Oh, the bromide, there's an old man in a village down south in 600 AD. That's like, ooh, I'll give you my secret treasure if you give me that bromide. You give it to him, and he'll give you like a power tab or something. I'm gonna go get it here once I'm done with this place. I'm not sure what I want to do with my tabs yet, so I'm just holding on to them. I really need a layout for this. I'm sure it's probably weird for anybody that's watching this later on YouTube. It sounds like I'm talking to myself. When in fact I am actually talking to people. It's crazy. Oh, I gotta talk to you first. I guess it doesn't matter as long as you talk to each one of them. I like how you can run right in front of him and he doesn't care. Rock Helm. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. Eon Helm, Mid-Tonic. Come on, fight me! Magus might get an ability before we leave this place. Or a tech, I should say. Played the PS1 version with the animated cutscenes. Yes, and those cutscenes are really cool. The problem is the loading times are awful. Oh, they're so bad. Like when I did an LP of this a long time ago, it was the PS1 version, which I did just for the animated cutscenes. It was so annoying trying to menu. Menuing is just awful on there, but menuing is awful with all the PS1 versions of the SNES games. Final Fantasy 4, 5, 6, Chrono Trigger. The menuing is terrible. And 5 is just a terrible port altogether. Just everything is wrong with it. But it was the way for most people to play Final Fantasy 5 for the first time. My first time playing was I translated ROM. But, yeah. That's supposed to be a no-no, but whatever. My first time playing was an actual SNES cart back in '95, I believe. Which now makes me feel really old. That was 24 years ago. I was 12 when I first played it. And I've played it several times since then. Even once as a randomizer race with my friends, which I won. I won by default because the other two gave up. Well, actually, to be fair, I won first and then they gave up because they could not beat Lavos. We all got a really rough Lavos that was just dealing like literally 1,000 damage, which of course you don't have that much hit points. One reason I survived is because I gave Magus in my party both the safe helm and a prism dress. Yes, the prism dress, because randomizer. So he was able to survive the big attacks and get everybody up, and we managed to win. I still have my PS1 version right here somewhere, and my SNES cart. The way I got my SNES cart is a funny little story. Way back when I used to play Magic the Gathering, for those who don't know, it's a popular card game. And one time I got like a card that was at the time worth $30. It's probably worth nothing now, but at the time it was valuable. So I have another friend that I hung out with a lot. He was really into Magic too. And I don't know if he just saw the dollar value of the card and was like, "Yeah, that's cool. I want that," or what. But I gave him $10 in that card. He gave me his copy of Chrono Trigger. And then I gave him another $10 for a controller or something. Which is funny because at the time I didn't even have a Super Nintendo. So I'm not sure why I did that, but I really wanted Chrono Trigger. I guess I had a goal to eventually get a Super Nintendo, which I did, but it was a few years later. Original playthrough? I did it years ago on my YouTube channel. But I've also played this off camera several times. I probably have about a dozen playthroughs to this over the years. Maybe more. Nowhere near as many as I've had for Final Fantasy V, but that's because I do 4-Job Fiesta. Only did like 3 runs this year. Only 2 of which were official. A fair party to use on here is, it was Chrono, Luca, and Robo for a while. Actually, it was Chrono, Luca, Frog for a while. Then it switched to Chrono, Luca, Robo. And now these days, especially for if you want to go a little bit faster, Luca, Robo, Magus is the way to go. Omega Flare is pretty good. Like, do I even need to heal? I guess a tiny bit. Couldn't hurt. We got plenty of TP, why not? Oops. Doesn't matter, he killed him anyway. Didn't kill him. Cure Beam, finally. Now, Robo doesn't have to go to the end of time for him to keep getting magic, but Frog will. So that's a problem. He still needs 44 points. Ugh. Dreambow, don't need another tab and helm. Definitely don't need that. Excuse me. This one threatening attack is the blood drain. Even then, that's not much. I wonder if you can just find the Masamune in the randomizer. I imagine not, or at least maybe you can find like a weapon version of it, but like as a thing to advance the plot. That's probably why you still need the two pieces, which is probably why Magus' castle is a gateway to Lavos, or to the end game. Excuse me. Come on, bozo. It doesn't matter. The other two will kill him just fine. Combined, anyway. Wish I had laser spin. Not this is hard, it just takes a little longer than I'd like for it to. Well, I didn't mean to do that, but okay. Hey, level up for Magus even. Yeah, we're 14. We're way high for this point. As you can see, this really is supposed to be speed ran. But we're just going to take our time with it. It's our first time through. It's fine. Let's have some fun. Come on, fight me. Yakker's gonna be a freaking joke. I would have liked to get lightning too, but oh well. I wonder how much I need for laser spin. Let's find out. No. Oof. It really hurt, but sure looks like it does. I really don't need to use a shelter. Really don't even need to heal, but gonna do it anyway. I wonder if she still says that, even if he's not there. Ipso facto minimo magico. That's a little delayed. Whatever. Oh yeah, you don't have anything. Wakato punch! Maybe I'll make that my project next night or two. Figure out how to make a freaking layout or something. Or learn how to steal one. I'm on vacation. I got time. Yahoo! I don't want that. I want this. Priest out. Oh, I forgot to take his accessory. Oh well. That no good, Yacker. We must create a criminal justice system. This will in no way backfire. Do we get to keep him? Maybe we do. Oops, wrong way. Where the fuck am I going? It's been a little while, not that long. Wrong fucking. Maybe it has been too long. Jesus. Oh, somebody's gonna materialize! The queen awaits! Oh boy, who's the queen gonna be? Come on, come give me some sugar. What? No, not you. Boo. Well, what happened? Hi, Chrono. This is way too much of a sausage fest now. He is 14. I'll probably take Frog out. So you can't learn anything else until, like, I guess it gives you magic and things you should have at this level, but you can't learn anything beyond it until you get to the end of time. So, it gives me an advantage, and Robo can heal. And it costs a little bit more, but whatever, it's not really a problem. Oh, you got everything up, equipped already. Oh, whoops. Like, Nadia/Marl sucks, but I do like her song. Don't need to do anything else. Don't want to talk to the fucking chefs. So... Now then, as to what to do with the bromide. Come in here. You do the king was injured, but what's going to happen in our country? Oi! What the fuck? I had the bromide. Oh, you have to check the thing first, I guess. That's fine. I didn't think you had to do that, actually. Let's trade. I'm gonna be jerking off to a snake lady. Okay, so now I could go to the Mystic Mountain. Decent enough level for it, actually. I wonder how. Now, once you beat the Hecarim Cave, like, there's no reason to actually do the Hecarim Cave unless, from what I read, it's a trigger for Cabin to give you something if you do, so, something to keep in mind. Hey, Kitty, there's no mom here. Meow. Keep those curtains closed, just the way I like it. A young swordsman, a 2-ton robot, and a dark sorcerer all hop into bed together. Everything is fine. Yeah, I keep forgetting this is a thing. You can actually take the ferry over. All it does is just take you down to Poor. What does Melchior have for sale? Huh. Oh, I've got 4 revives. Huh, where those come from? Could go by a rage. I need a weapon. Chrono's weapon sucks. I live on the continent to the east. Don't you have stuff too? Yeah. Load bow, karate gi. Berserk. Sells berserkers. That's cool. Well, it's better, I guess. Funny, I don't remember there being a shop here also. Bronze. Everything's cool. Main suit, magic scar. I don't need none of this bullshit. I wonder if there's even a clone event. I wonder how that works in this. Hey, Gonzalez! Oh, Gonzalez. Oh, yeah, see. I don't remember how it's actually the actual Japanese words. I can hear it in my head, but pronouncing it right is another story. There was like a little OVA that had like Gato, which is named Gonzalez in the Japanese version, and like all the monsters of Chrono Trigger just having fun at the Millennial Fair. It's really weird. And it has a new pissing in it. It's strange. And Gonzalez goes on a rampage and just like tears up the festival, singing his little song all the while. Come here, Kiki. Move! Come on, cat. I don't even know if we need to do this for anything, but whatever. Help a little girl find her cat. Oh, it's a great game. I agree. And now I'm trying out a randomizer for it. Let's chug. I haven't done this in forever. I'm not gonna make it anyway. I'm usually a pretty good masher, but for whatever reason, I just can't do the soda guzzling thing. So what's up here? Where does that even go now? Does it still go to the same spot in 600 AD? Let's save state and find out. Or is it going to take me to the end of time? Okay, now it just takes me here. Back we go! It's so weird having these three so early in the game. He's not really need to do anything here. I wonder if what's his face is here. That'll probably tell me a lot. No. So maybe you do have to do the prison scene. Is there anything else I need to scope out? Not really on this. On this. Do you want to call it a continent? It's more like an island, but whatever. Beret, don't need any of this crap. I'm rich! I understand, I'm so rich I don't know what to do with it all. Give you $10 if you act like a chicken. Ah, here you go, $10. I have no pride, I'll go do that for $10. Actually, it's not I have no pride, I have no shame. I could just fly over this, but let's get the treasures. Because we probably should do this. Although we could go beat up the Heckrons. Not the Heckrons, the Heckron. If Magus gets lightning too. I kind of want to trigger more stuff just to see, like, you shouldn't have to necessarily go in the same game order, but I wonder. There it is. Like, where would I get my next party member? I mean, it'd have to be in, 65 million BC. Where you would get Robo. I wonder what would happen if we went to Frog's house. Is Luca gonna fall from the rafters and... I wouldn't mind Luca fall from the rafters in here. Such a little fucking nerd. I've had the hots for Lucas for such a long time. Fucking nerdgasm over her. We're not quite a body pillow stage, which is weird to me. I mean, you know, you do you. You have a body pillow. No shame. I think it's kind of weird. That's all. I'm sure I do things that people think is weird also. Joking aside, though, I thought she was a cool character. Because, like, you know how it is in RPGs. Usually the first female you get in your party, or first female you meet, the childhood friend is usually, like, a healer that's, like, just, like, the damsel in distress, right? They're always going to be the weakest one. Whereas Luca, she is cool. She's an inventor. She uses guns and sets things on fire. And she actually has confidence. She don't need no man. She sure does appreciate it when Chrono's around. And I found out later that Luca's actually older than Chrono by 2 years. So I thought that was really cool. I've always liked like really good female characters that stray outside of either the helpless damsel in distress type things, or, you know, that, like, they're always the healer, they're always the weakest one, whatever. And never was keen on, like, you know, when they try and take in the total opposite direction, where they're like they're just going out of their way to try to make them a strong, like, barbarian type. And not that can't be cool, that's usually more cool. But sometimes they just go so over the top with it, I think. Not that I'm necessarily looking for something in the middle, but I think there's, like, a nice balance to be had between them. How much more do you need? That's why I think characters like Luca are so cool. Shoot. Let's go get Lightning 2 and go beat up Hecarim just to do something different. And go see if Melchior and the monsters are selling anything. I wonder if the Monster Village is still got super prices. Probably does. Oh, they just been on Lightning 2. Rocket Roll. Well, that was worth it. Now Hecarim should be cake. Hey, what level are we? 15, that's plenty. I think. And again, I want to reiterate. When it comes to women in video games that you like, you do you. These are just my personal preferences. There's something to be said also about the characters that try and pull off the cool female type but just fail miserably when you look deeper. I think a good example of that is like Tifa from Final Fantasy VII. I loved Tifa as a kid, but I think that was probably because I was going through that phase in a young man's life when they start noticing things. And Tifa had two really big things to notice. But the other things were like, you know, oh, she's cool, she punches things, you know, she runs a bar, that's neat. But ultimately, she's like kind of a boring character. I think it's just because she's attached to such a weirdo fucking character. Cloud makes no fucking sense. I fucking hate Cloud. I'm really not that big a fan of 7. 7's a fun... Okay, 7's a really fun game to play. I love the systems in it. But the story... Out the window with it. There's my hot take. Could you normally buy Lapis? I think you could. Yo, Lone Wolf, how's it going? My favorite Final Fantasy? That's kind of switched for me over the years. For the longest time it was 6, then 4. Probably 5 now, because I do the 4-job Fiesta, but I've gotten a little burned out on that. So, I don't know. I guess right now it's still probably 5. Although, See, it's really hard. We locked up the closet because we were tired of pesky time travelers. Okay, fair enough. Damn. There goes that way to the end of time. Yes, 6 is fantastic. My only problem with 6 is, like, after the World of Balance is donezo, it's kind of just... Not that I don't appreciate the open world aspect of it afterward, but it's kind of light on the story, and it's like, I don't know. I really, really, really love 6, though. I think 5 I really like just because of the job system. Because the job system is super duper fun. Should still be one chest over here I can grab. I'll tell you what I really like. Tactics. Tactics is so good, even though it's pretty easy to break the game. I was just saying, ooh, a ribbon! Like, oh wait, no, ribbon sucks in this. It's not gonna react or anything, no. So let me make sure. Well, at least we can swap out accessories now. You know what? We should probably, since Robo's my guy for healing and stuff like that, we should probably give him the amulet. Give you the defender. And that's good. That's good. Oh, that's a shame. I want everybody to enjoy tactics. I want to do the 4-job fiesta with tactics sometime. There's no official way to do it, I don't think. But I just need to, like, just... I could think of a way. It wouldn't be too hard. Teach my lesson, boss. I'm gonna beat your stupid ass. I think 12 is pretty underappreciated. Like, I underappreciated it at first too, but looking back, it's like, especially when I compare it to 13 and 15, like, wow, 12 is like really good. It does a really good job of staying true to like what I think Final Fantasy should be. Nothing against people that like 13 and 15. I don't get it. Yeah, everything's still super expensive. He does sell a tab invest though. I got time to do Hecarim's Cave before I call it quits. At least for now. We can do a thing inside, it's fine. Oh, what's 4-Job Fiesta? 4-Job Fiesta is a thing that's held from June through August every year, where you can sign up for runs, and at each crystal you'll get a new job that you can use, and those are the only jobs you can use. So say at Wind Crystal you get Knight, Water Crystal you get Red Mage, wait, did I say water? Yeah, water. Fire Crystal you get Ninja, and Earth Crystal you get Chemist. The only 4 jobs you can use throughout that entire run are, I already forgot the jobs, Knight, Red Mage, Ninja, and Chemist. That's not a bad party, actually. It's actually a pretty decent party. And until you get the other jobs unlocked, like everybody can only be knights or whatever. You have to always have at least one of each one. It makes for some interesting challenges when you get some weird crap, like you get monk, dancer, freaking, I don't know, berserker, and what's something that sucks from fire? I don't know, Beastmaster's not great. Mediator, whatever. Oh, it's tough. I've done 20 runs of it over the years, though, including 4 berserkers. That's fun. Not really. It's the most awful thing I did. I had to grind to about 91 to actually beat the game, and even then it was still luck based. Haven't finished since 10. The ones who just didn't love with me. Yeah, I totally get that. I played 11 for 7 years. It really helps if you meet like great people in it. I played 14 for a year. And 14 was probably more fun to actually play. It had better gameplay. But I didn't have that same sense of connection with the game, so it didn't last as long with me. I mean, I guess theoretically you could beat Quad Zerkers like way sooner, but like even just to beat the sandworm, you know, that if you've played 5, that sandworm that you beat after the Library of Ancients or whatever, you know, something you would normally do at like 20 or whatever. Like, you have to grind to about 35 or 40 with Berserkers and just hope that they hit the right target. It's so annoying. Please stop stealing my MP. I need that. Yeah, that worm is awful with frickin'... Yeah, I gotta use some magic on these guys. Go away. I forgot, other than Hecarim, there's other stuff in here that you need to use magic on. I think you get to use magic on these guys? Yeah. I'll just wait for laser spin. That's probably good enough. I should probably go ahead and give Robo the magic tabs. Another Chrono Trigger though. It's amazing how it stands up. Oh yeah, like here's the thing about old games like this, right? Old sprite-based games, they hold up so much better. You know, 2D sprites, like sprites have just a certain appeal artistically that allows them to stand the test of time. And being a 2D game, it's super easy to control. It's not like trying to control something weird like 7. Not that it controls badly even now, but it's definitely doesn't control as smoothly as something like Chrono Trigger or Final Fantasy 4, 5, 6, whatever. Like, this is a game that will always stand the test of time. I think the better examples are games that went like full 3D. They have like heavy 3D mechanics, like something like the Mario and Zelda games, right? Not that Ocarina of Time and you know, Twilight Princess, all that isn't good, but 50 years down the road, when we have much better ways of controlling things, I don't know what those would be, but you know, that's where science comes into play and innovation. I dare say that the original Zelda, Link's Awakening, Link to the Past, etc., are going to hold up better and be easier to play than Ocarina of Time is. Yeah, there's definitely a reason that why they remaster the games. Like hell, at the end of this week, speaking of Link's Awakening, the remaster of it comes out. A remake, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, that sucks. But even then, even though it's got a more cutesy 3D look, it still handles on a 2D plane, so it works fine. The cutesy style is something that'll like last test of time also. Just because you're using 3D doesn't mean it won't last. It just means that maybe you have to apply a different look to it. Stuff that's cell shade might hold up better, depending. Like, I think Tales of Symphonia will always look good because it has its own sort of like aesthetic, I guess. Need the Chrono Trigger PC, though, not idea why they're missing it. Yeah. Some of the remasters they did for like iOS and stuff like that are terrible. Especially Final Fantasy 4, 5, and 6. Those are just bad on iOS. I hate them so much. Like, I don't have any of them except for 5, and 5 even then I have it on PC, and I don't like it at all. Oh yeah, very clunky going back to 3D games. Like, Like some hold up better than others. Like Mario 64, like at this point, 3 and World and stuff like that still handle much better than 64. But to its credit, 64 still doesn't handle bad. It's more the controller that feels bad. The N64 controller was so weird. But that was their idea of a 3D stick back then. If anybody's ever seen, the Dreamcast controller wasn't too different. Which came out first, the N64 or the 3D controller for Saturn? Because I actually had that one too. That one was weird. This is the fat controller. It's just we're gonna be using shelter anyway. It's fine. Yeah, there's especially like a lot of PS1 games. Most of the N64 games don't handle very well at all anymore. It could be a chore to play some of them. This way, actually take a from Capcom and do games in house. Yeah, I totally agree. Although even then, with Capcom, it doesn't always turn out for the best. It really depends on the game, right? Because sometimes when they do stuff, to be fair, I don't even know if this is totally in-house. Like, some games turn out, like, amazing. Like, Monster Hunter World. They've done everything, like, almost perfectly with Monster Hunter World. Problems with the PC port aside. Again, so much free DLC, so much free events and stuff like that. There's lots of support for it. It's great. But you see something like Street Fighter V where they release basically as an early access type thing. Like, oh, I already got this stuff in there. With, like, whole modes missing, a small roster. It's just like, ugh. Like, Capcom, what are you doing? Capcom is very, very bipolar, I guess. Hey, boy! I don't think there's any trick to him except you just... Yeah, that's right, he doesn't have like a periods of weakness in that. Yeah, Frog would have been useless in this battle. No water, no go. Ow. I hurt a tiny bit. It makes me so sad that Square shut down the fan project to redo this in full 3D. It was so good looking. And what little music they did make for it sounds incredible. Like, if you haven't heard it, I suggest listening to, oh god, what's it called? It's, the name of the project is Chrono Trigger Resurrection. Is it, the Kingdom of Zeal? Halls of... What? I forget what the track is called, but it's amazing. It's an amazing take on that tune. Yeah, look up the soundtrack for it. It sounds great. Is Chrono gonna die? Ay, caramba! Ow, 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 ow. I forgot I have it on active. That's not enough to heal. I might die because I'm an idiot. Got a little full of myself. No. There we go. Easy peasy, never broke a sweat. Promise. I was actually a little worried there for a sec. So, Hecarim gave us shit for XP. I wonder if Tam still gives us a vest or if he's going to give us something different. Like, there was no point to really doing Hecarim. But I figured, why not? Oh, wait, he's not going to give us anything anyway because Luca's not here. Damn it. Ugh. Fuck, I did that for nothing. I guess I got a little bit of treasure and XP out of it, but... Bah! I don't even know if I have to wait for him to go up there. I think you can just... Oh well, doesn't matter. Should I play through Shadow Hearts on PS2? No, but I've seen speedruns of it. Oh, he's gonna give us stuff anyway. I thought I had to bring Luca. But hey, a ruby armor. Sweet. Ultimate defense for my daughter. Not quite, but... You're Luca's friend, right? See Luca, tell her to drop by. I'd like to see more of her. I'd like to see more of her too, you know what I mean? Goofy. Beep. Wait a minute. Why don't you have the Aeon helm on? Put that on, goofball. Robo's the most important party member, so he gets the best armor. Don't have time to do too much else. So I do have to leave in a little bit. What's something short that I can do? Yeah, I guess in order to get to the end of the time, I'm going to have to go do the castle event. Well, I guess we can go see that real quick. There's going to be no shop there for yet. So how is this going to work, I wonder? Anyway, they're about to head out to stream Mario Kaizo. Ooh! Mario Kaizo, that's fun. I am crap at Kaizo. I do like playing Mario Maker. Those levels are fun. But Kaizo, I'm garbage. I wish you all the luck in the world. Although you're good enough that you don't need it. But hey, thanks for the follow. I appreciate that. Wait, there's two different people here? Or probation for Chrono. Oh, this is weird. King awaits the return of his daughter. Interesting, so there's no court event. It's you! Where's Princess Nadia? Tell her to return to the castle, please. You'll see, you'll be put on ice. Oh, interesting. So, where the hell do I go, then? I guess I could do Xenon Bridge. Other than that, there's Magus's Castle I can do. But it's too early for that. Mystic Mountain? I'm probably strong enough to do that. Remember with the robot, no one bats an eye, right? not to mention the dark sorcerer of your Magus is just running around. Everything's fine. We have a criminal, a robot, and the dark magician Magus. Everything is fine in Guardia Castle. Well, I'm gonna have to ponder this, so I guess I'll just. I guess I'll have to save. Like, I'm not gonna refer to a guide if I don't have to, because I know the game well enough. It's just a matter of thinking, what can I do right now within reason, which is. How do I reach the future in the end of time then? If I can't do the court scene... Wait a minute. Let's check something real quick. Oh, god damn it. Let me do that. Is this not blocked off? Oh! But there's no portal. Well, hell, how do I get to the end of time, then? Something Mystic Mountains, maybe? They changed that? Frog's house? Let's go visit Frog's house real quick and see what happens. And then we'll call it quits. We need to hit the inn. Oi, land. Where is the inn? Right, no, that's a residence. Luca's great-great-great-grandparents. Yes, that's who those are. It's very easy to tell from the way they talk. Or what they say, rather. I'm really curious how you're supposed to get to the end of time, then. We can't get there through the Millennial Fair. We can't get there... Well, no, you couldn't do that before anyway. You can't do the court scene to do that. The portal isn't there regardless. How are you supposed to get to the end of time? And unless it's unlocked now? No. It's not. Well, we're going to find out soon enough. Maybe something weird happens here. We still don't have any key items. We can get our first key item by getting the jerky, air quotes, from the chef. But... because the jerky could be anything. Ayla! Hiding in the rafters. To see, Chrono, thou art here to practice thy skill in swordplay? I was hoping to practice my swordplay with Luca, but okay, I'll do. Better than Marl. Oi! Can't open that. The area soul remains to mend the Mazamune. So, in order to get Ayla, we have to mend the Mazamune. Sure. Fine. Okay, so there's nothing else there then. For now. No new? Boo. Oi! Ooh, glow helm. I don't think it does us any good, though. Well, gee willikers. I'll have to keep doing stuff until I figure it out. Okie dokie. Well, thank everyone for watching. I'll probably do some more of this a little bit later, but I gotta take care of some stuff around the house and go pick up my brother first. So, have a good one, everyone.